Good afternoon and welcome back, ladies, gents and Pikachus. Today's show is about the weather, but not the boring type. It's about the price of energy to keep warm. Because it's that time of year again when it gets absolutely freezing cold outside, but we are the lucky ones inside of our houses with our central heating on, heated baths and showers to keep us warm. But this all requires energy, fuel and hydrocarbons in order to keep that energy flowing and that heat being produced. So why is our energy price going up and up and up? It's because we buy most of our energy in from other countries. Some of these countries are outright enemies of Britain. For instance, Russia. Lots and lots of gas is produced in Russia because it's under the ground naturally. So they pull it out the ground fairly cheaply, it costs them next to nothing. And they sell it to us along some pipelines and we pay heavily for that. Well, why don't we produce our own energy? It's a very good question, but the government has continually blocked every single plan for us to take back the control of our own energy production in the last 20 years, at least. So now we are selling our hydrocarbon energies, the stuff that we generate offshore with geothermal and wind energy, the green power that was so heavily marketed to us. That is going abroad to Germany in a new deal signed just yesterday and this morning. But what do we think about that here? Well, it's obviously not good for us, is it? That we're going to have to pay more, even though we were the ones that generated the power. It was our tax money and our labour which led to the creation of those hydrocarbons and that energy and that power. So we're sending it abroad so it can be sold at high profit, and you think some of that profit would come back here to make our lives easier, to make our energy cheaper. But no. That is not what's going to happen. And the reason is this. The production facilities, although they are in this country, are owned by foreign interests in Russia, in China and in Germany. And it is those three countries that are going to get the benefit and the cost savings from us and our labour and our energy. And the people here are going to have to pay ever increasing prices for their energy. And their money is going to be keeping our enemies warm. So what can we do about this? Well, there's nothing we can directly do about the money leaving the country, but there is one thing that we can do, dear ladies, gents and Pikachus. Wait right there. Dressing gowns, warm clothes, and then we can switch that boiler off. And in a few years' time, when they realise that accelerating the prices for English and British citizens equals money for them going down when we destroy their profits by refusing to use their overpriced scam product, they will just sell up and leave, and we will be able to buy those energy companies back. Our government and the interests of this country will be able to buy back those production facilities at a reduced cost. And then a few years after that, our energy prices will come down so we can start using our heating again. So what do? Well, just get on the internet or go to your local shop, buy hats, buy gloves, buy a second layer of clothes and buy a dressing gown. Shut all your windows and doors and your vents and have double glazing and no drafts. And then you can have your heating off 100% of the time, exactly like I do here. So now that I've quit smoking, those countries aren't going to get the money from my tobacco, which is grown in Mexico, in Argentina, in Uruguay, in Russia, in China, all the places which hate our democracy, the communists which are coming after our politicians like David Cameron who sold out, they will not get any money from that. Smoking weed, quitting smoking weed, that has ended the county line supply, certainly from me in the large amount I was buying, so that money now goes back into this country. And finally, switching my boiler off so that it only ever heats water when I want to wash, and never powers any of my central heating equipment. That money is now in my pocket and I can spend it here with British made goods, British jumpers, British hats, British dressing gowns. And that is how we get our energy prices to start going down. Because you can bet your bottom dollar when these skeezy, stealing, scamming foreign interests who our enemies are controlling see that an increase in prices means a deceleration of profits, they'll be out of there as quick as you can imagine. And then, like I say, it gives an opportunity for a British interest, someone who actually cares about normal British people, to roll in and reclaim that stuff, rebuy that stuff back for our country, and give us the energy prices which we expect and deserve, a lot lower and on the way down rather than on the way up. So that's it for today. Keep warm in the cold, but try and switch your heating off, because every time you touch that dial, money leaves this country and goes straight into the coffers of our enemies. And where does it come back into? It comes back into David Cameron's bank account. It goes to Rishi Sunak's bank account. The people that hate this country and hate you and me. And we've got to stop giving them our money, because look what they're doing with it. So anyway, that's the end of this video. Keep warm, like I say. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. Well, that's what I think. I think in order to convert us into communists, they're going to have to take away our luxuries. And the first luxuries to go are heat, light and food via higher prices. So save all the money you can, spend it where you need to, and I'll see you next time. Bye.